Like Imperial Guard. Ooh.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Doing very well, thank you for asking. Captain Awesome, UC Vanguard. You're expecting me.
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit. Commander Hatum, I'm... No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Very hospitable.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
I am ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Awesome.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. Aceles. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Prepare for
Shit.
combat.
These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them.
It will take more than that. Armor integrity compromised.
Oh.
I think it's time to play. I'll wait.
Your performance in that conflict was beyond adequate.
Deploying lethal countermeasures.
Looks like the last of them.
Move, Kaiser.
No sign of the morph, though.
You're shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Okay. Sure. Last neat fact, there's a zero gender discrimination recruiting. Oh, that is neat. I like that fact. Favorite officer's lady commissioner named. Yep, that name. Ooh, more ammo. Tick, 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 tick. Bosco, move.
Morphs! Open fire!
Protocols active.
Warning, danger imminent.
Oh. Jeez. I was just standing on that thing.
This encounter will likely end in your death.
Taking damage.
Yay! Level up.
Jumping from such a height is dangerous for your endoskeleton.
Thank you.
Whenever you like. Damage sustained.
Don't hit me.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Okay. It's cold out here.
Kaiser, this flora.
You have a lot of problems.
This is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Hello.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Oh my god, move. Nobody, you guys don't need to follow me in every room.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Gross.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right?
No.
You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
The hell is heat leech?
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
I forgot you were
We
here.
may proceed.
Go.
Go!
Engaging.
Caution advised.
Systems damaged. Rerouting power.
Sorry.
Error. Hull damage.
All right,
He
get
did.
to the bottom of this. Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploading them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Here you go.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
Nope.
Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. It makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
You sound like a complete crackpot right now.
Oh, I am well aware. In particular because it leaves some big questions unanswered. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
We'll have our answer soon enough. You have my word.
I sure as hell hope so. Because someone's got a lot to answer for.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Vending machine still works.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office.
Okay, Adam,
Upper
thank you for
floor.
coming by.
Captain and I can scout it out.
Enjoy your dinner.
Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Oh.
Oh, there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
No. Look at that. Another T.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that...
No.
Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Senon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed. An invisible weapon.
be available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
Let's kill him.
Grab that recording. We should talk.
Oh, sure. Got it. Let's talk.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
Yes, that's how I interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
Cold-blooded murder.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Faye Victus have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
It's an idea worth discussing further when we're not surrounded by Terramorphs.
Good point. Deal with one monster at a time. Let's go get that final sample.
Pew, pew, pew.
Kaiser, try it now.
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample. It moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Okay. Eyes peeled. I don't know what that is, but I did it.
Attention. Terramorph detected.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God, concentrate
Stop
fire!
it.
Shoot! Shoot! That sound. What is that?
That thing. It's putting out some kind of signal. Radar's lighting up. I think you're due for some company.
Don't hit me.
You should avoid falls from that height unless you are properly equipped with a jetpack.
They're not coming after us. I
Oh yeah,
guess we should grab that sample while we can.
because I stopped him.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Okay.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here.
What?
Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Ooh. Let's go, guys. Oh, what a cutie. Hello. Hi. Whoa. Big boy. You don't have no face. Oh yeah, you do. Kinda. I'm here.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Sure did.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm sorry, what? She's pulling my leg, right? Hadrian?
I don't believe she is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain. Percival and we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Vay Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Do you want to come speak to him with me?
Captain, I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois. So do you think you could do it? Please?
Well, he and I are going to have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? How could you know? You're telling the truth, aren't you? You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Oh.
Hardly. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Yeah, the information should have been secured to keep it from ever being used.
It's easy to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down, and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
Let's go this route this time. I'll make sure everything is pinned on Orlays.
Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work. bright future.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
It was a man named Dr. Reginald Orlais. He perpetuated the attacks.
Orlais? Reginald Orlais? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Positive. The evidence is on his way to the cabinet as we speak.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlais now? Were you able to bring him in?
Why would this one be considered a lie? We'll do that one.
Huh, I see. Wish we could have questioned him, but... Well, there's nothing we can do at this point. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
Found the plant searching Londinian for weapon data. Chose to use it against the UC.
Hey, you're not done, right?
That makes sense.
Calm down.
Plenty of abandoned tech for an old warmonger to pilfer there. Instead, he stumbles on the plant and finds the perfect way of getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
Decides to use the plant against the people that destroyed his old life. I can see that. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs. Acyles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the acyles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Alright. What are you guys leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
Alright, let's go in there.
And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes, but don't worry. We found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlais actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Yes, it was Orlais.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Olays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
No idea. We thought we were just dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
No, I think it should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Yeah, hard for anybody to commit new attacks with the plant if we erase any trace of it.
And with Orlays having been dealt with, this problem can end here.
And allow us to focus on the grander task to come. Very well. We'll clean up the plant. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Let's deploy the Achilles. Because I did the other one last time, the Lazarus plant.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us?
He's blushing.
Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure, thank you.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
What? Nope, went too far.
What's this? Just you then? No UC executioner. So the cabinet knows the truth about Orlays. Splendid. That means you and I can get to work.
How on earth did you manage to deploy the Lazarus plant on New Atlantis?
Once we'd cracked synthesizing the Lazarus plant's pollen, research that took years in and of itself, the attacks were exceedingly simple. Orlays' ship would land on our target, bearing a few heat leeches. Nothing that would raise suspicion. Then Lazarus pollen was pumped out of the ship during liftoff from the planet's surface. Shortly thereafter, an attack. A strike perpetrated in mere moments, with no one being the wiser.
Okay, let's talk about what you're offering.
Well, thanks to our combined efforts, the Sanan name has more clout with the cabinet than it has in years. I hope to build on that. I have a long list of names civilized society would be better without. I just need someone to help me remove them from the picture. Should we begin the hunt? Or did you have questions?
Sure, let's get started.
Just what I was hoping to hear. There's a slate waiting for you in the transfer system.
Oh, cool. Oh, it's right there.
Those are the details for our first, person of interest.
I hope that you are qualified to make use of that power.
Need a med back here.
Ooh, it is a nice gun. Nice.
The probability of your defeat is extremely high.
What are you doing up there?
I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
Gonna die. There's just you down there. Okay. Oh, nope, there was another one. Nice.
Get down! I need cover.
Ooh, another level up. Nice. Hello. Oh.
Threat incoming. Survive.
Well, this is gonna go up quick. Nice. Look at that. Sick. Now we can put one in the shotguns. Bro, chill.
You will be easily defeated.
Gonna die. Here's the money. For them ship weapons you want, I know, right? Nope. Stay too close to that guy. Hold on. There you go. It's okay, I'll be fine. It'll paint nobody knows the holes. Where's the other guys? There's one of them. Nice. Dang it.
It is a fact that my firepower exceeds yours.
Need a drink? Bug at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
What up?
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
We haven't decided.
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a skull with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space for stick change, we got a much bigger
As long as I get my cut.
right here at
Of course you'll get a cut. That's how everything works around here. Why would this be any different? Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
No one likes a cheater, Neva.
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want, But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
We'll see what Delgado says.
Yeah? And who do you think Delgado's gonna back in a dispute? You, over me. Psh, please. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
The officers. Got mob duty on my birthday.
Hey guys, here on Serious Business.
You're back. So how did it go?
Yeah, sure, I'm confident this is gonna work.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Pretty sure content takes the city. He seemed pretty distracted. His response at the start couldn't have been more perfectly. He was mortified with what you showed up in. Oh. How did you know we'd be able to fool Delgado? No. Delgado was searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy. That was carrying some type of lost fortune.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar?
He was around.
Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Yeah, I know it's real.
Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
How did you know Delgado was with us at the lock?
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
I'm supposed to board a Starliner to steal Galbank archive credentials.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever, and for some reason, he never got there.
I'll proceed as planned then.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
I wonder if I can kill everybody.
No!
Get up! Get up!
Please!
Gonna take more than that. Get down! That packed a punch. Where's the med pack?
Get away.
I'm out of here.
Didn't mean to do that one. Or didn't know I had that one equipped.
I pay for that. You're out now.
Oops. I'm gonna change the power.
This is hopeless. I'm out.
Can't do this.
Dang it, come on.
Felt that one.
Maybe I get lucky and one of those drippy trident guard uniforms will drop.
We're losing. This is bad.
You got your fist up. You ready to fight?
I can't do this. I can't do this.
You are certainly full of surprises.
Oh, Lynn.
This
This is hopeless. Get out.
Oh, there we go.
Shot. I've been hit.
Sorry. Might have hit you.
I can't do this.
Hi.
Stop. Please, I beg you. Stop.
Oh, I guess they can't actually die.
We're losing.
Why?
Oh. Wait, hold on. I'm so insanely stuffed with salmon.
I'm bleeding over here.
More heal, Lynn. Portobello mushrooms, salmon, bread. Nice. Sounds delicious.
We're losing. This is bad.
We have eradicated all nearby enemies.
What up?
Couldn't resist the urge, could you? All hell's breaking loose across the Siren, and the UC's on its way. We don't have long. Well, this isn't the road I would have taken, but hey, You get the job done. You're crazy. You know that?
Things were getting too dull.
Well, you sure livened it up. It's gonna cost Trident a fortune to mop up this mess.
Got what I wanted.
I'm glad one of us did. I'm just hoping you'll put in a good word for me with Delgado. Otherwise, I've risked my career for nothing. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
We're hunting down Crick's legacy.
Crick's legacy? Are you serious?
Fighting the food
I
coma.
heard Delgado was spinning that yarn, but I thought it was more of a hobby with him. Have things really gotten that desperate? Anyway, couldn't resist the urge.
What
All hell's
the
breaking
heck,
loose. Well,
bro?
this isn't the road. Well, you sure like. I'm glad one of us did. I'm just hoping. You know, Crick's legacy. I heard that. Anyway, I owe you one. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. All right, we better get out of here before Trident sends rescue ships to investigate. Hopefully, the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Making all the bad decisions. Oh, I gotta talk to you again? Ugh.
Hello. Welcome to the... Just one moment. Oh. Shh. Look, I'm supposed to just...
Oh, I almost shot you, Lynn.
Taking damage.
There another one? Nope. Alright. Oh, legacy, there you go. Sick. Go ahead and save. And go to the Key.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
He turned out to be pretty helpful.
Yeah? That'd be a first.
All right, Neva, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crick's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4.
Why for 6 hours?
Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You guys are gonna be playing for 6 hours? So we've hit a dead end.
Yeah, Rook. Just like every other time we've gone on this worthless treasure hunt.
Both of you shut up and think for a
Oh.
second. I'm sure Quicks
Understandable.
hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he
It's
got
that,
around it.
that food coma that
This
you're in.
sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
Yeah. Maybe the data's wrong?
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home.
Crix wouldn't have given up.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a comm spike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and
Shut
Neva
up
to
and
put your
listen. I
heads
wasn't even
together
talking.
and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
Great, stick with Neva.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. You're no damn picnic to work with either, so deal with it, Rook.
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
You're good, Adam. Oh, I guess I have to follow her. I'm gonna be switching over to, Sunken Land anyways.
As long as
Gosh,
you
you guys
put
walk
the
so
fleet
slow.
first, we won't have any problems.
Could, just switch over to Conan. Yeah, but nobody's playing Conan right now.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I killed everybody.
You never had a chance to grab it.
Oof, you've got so much to learn.
You had one simple task. Bring me the award. That's it. It's so easy. I could have gotten Jazz's Model A to do the work. Well, congratulations. Not only did you miss out on the award cash, you're also gonna take a hit from your regular pay. That's how things work around here, so you better get used to it. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Yay. Now I can go and talk to these guys. Get yelled at. I'm super excited.
The fleet killed a buddy of mine.
There you are. I'm going to make this short and simple. I heard about that little stunt you pulled on the Siren of the Stars. Opening fire on a Starliner? Are you out of your mind?
Got the job done.
Part of your job was keeping those people on the Siren alive. Whether they're guilty or not wasn't up to you to decide. Which means you will follow my orders and do exactly what I say. I've tried to be patient with you, but my patience and your time with SysDef is at an end. You're under arrest. I expect you to follow Lieutenant Dorff to the brig peacefully, or else we'll have to use lethal force. Do you understand?
Is there any way to persuade?
Do you understand what you've done here? If you think for one moment I'm going to allow you to continue under my command, then you've seriously underestimated my judgment.
What's gonna happen to me now?
You're being removed from this ship and transferred to prison, where you'll pay for your crimes. Lieutenant Dorff will explain all of the details. I'm sorry it's come to this, but you've left me no choice.
Yeah, no.
Guards, stop them!
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Goodbye. I'm back on my bullshit.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting.
The fleet's the only family you need. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Yeah, I know how to deal with her. I've done it before.
Really? Well, that's news to me, Rook. But if you two have a working relationship, all the better. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
I'll bring it back in one piece.
You'd better. For your sake. Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
It's kind of what I'm doing now, is just turning every place into a shooting gallery. Understood.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure. More like get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
Got full dark side. Yeah, my last playthrough though, I literally tried to do everything in my power not to kill anybody.
Stay sharp, Rook.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for Starfield. And I'm probably gonna get off.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any